can stop us now. Whatever the difficulties, Africa shall be at peace. However improbable it may sound to the skeptics, Africa will prosper.
More than anything, Unisa must be celebrated as a pioneer of the distance education model, an enduring gift not only to South Africa, the continent, but to the human civilization in the knowledge arena the world over.
Education is the light in a dark room. It's the spark of a dream, a passport to the future, and the seed of generational change. Through education, we reflect on yesterday and define tomorrow. Rooted in South Africa and the African continent, Unisa can truly claim to be the African university in the service of humanity. Unisa stands at the pinnacle of education through open distance e-learning, with a footprint of students in more than 100 countries worldwide. Since the founding of the university in 1873 as an examining body, we have been a trailblazer. Unisa is the first and only institution in South Africa to carry our country's name with pride, and the first public university in the world to exclusively teach by means of distance education, an ever-changing dynamic university with a global reach. Unisa's history spans the entire modern history of South Africa, opening up a world of academic study opportunities for former activists and struggle heroes, thought leaders, business people, legal experts, acclaimed entertainers, and sports stars. The university takes pride in almost 1 million alumni, with 10 alumni chapters internationally, making their mark in diverse fields and capabilities. Some of the noteworthy alumni include President Nelson Mandela, Thabo Mbeki, who is also the Chancellor and custodian of the university's Calabash Awards, current President Cyril Ramaphosa, former South African Reserve Bank Governor Jill Marcus, and current one, Lesetja Kganyago. Internationally, Reserve Bank governors of Eswatini and Namibia, to name but a few. At Unisa, the World Wide Web is our educational playground, but we also have beautiful and impressive campuses. Unisa's Makelneek campus is located in the city of Tshwane and is a major landmark of the capital city. The Florida campus in Johannesburg is Unisa's science campus, housing state-of-the-art infrastructure and laboratory equipment. Unisa has 6 regional hubs including Ethiopia and multiple centers across the country. We have embraced the fact that we need to adapt quickly to the fast-paced higher education environment of the 21st century, and this is reflected in our management style and leadership practice. In articulating her vision, the new Principal and Vice-Chancellor of the University of South Africa, the first black woman to be appointed at the helm of Unisa, Professor Puleng Linkabola, shared that Unisa is well placed to address society's most demanding challenges by using research to meaningfully transform the lives of those in our communities. To this end, Unisa is working on the following catalytic niche areas. Marine studies. As a discipline, marine studies covers field-specific studies like marine ecology and biology to policy-related studies like marine spatial planning and coastal economies. Many other areas of marine research and studies are covered in this niche area. Aviation and aeronautical studies. Aviation and aeronautical studies covers specializations in areas as diverse as aeronautical engineering and aerospace safety, and South Africa's 18 airports forms a major role player for passengers and goods transitioning to and from our country. This is a niche that supports a major component of the country's economy. Automotive studies. The South African automotive industry is projected to grow from 600,000 to 1.4 million vehicles a year in production. There is major potential to be explored in Unisa's commitment to automotive studies. In 2022, students from the Department of Mechanical Engineering participated in the Sasol Solar Challenge with their solar-powered car that travels from Johannesburg to Cape Town without using a single drop of fuel. Energy studies. Unisa's Institute for Development of Energy for African Sustainability specializes in designing chemical processes, reducing material and energy consumption, as well as carbon dioxide emissions. Space Studies and Square Kilometer Array. Unisa has been extensively involved in the $1 billion Square Kilometer Array project since 2012. The Unisa Observatory, situated on the main campus, is a modern, well-equipped facility housing a 14-inch telescope where the College of Science, Engineering and Technology offers undergraduate courses in astrophysics and astronomy with specialization up to PhD level. Fourth Industrial Revolution and Digitalization. The fourth industrial revolution can be described as the advent of cyber-physical systems, involving entirely new capabilities for people and machines. Examples include genome editing and new forms of machine intelligence. The College of Graduate Studies will support and promote studies into 4IR and digitalization, while the Graduate School of Business Leadership presents a short learning program on big data. Natural Sciences. The simplest definition of biotechnological studies is applied biology. Through the application of biological knowledge and techniques to develop products or services, Unisa's College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences is one of the main partners in the African Biogenome Project, a coordinated Pan-African effort piloting a project with a key objective of sequencing 100,000 endemic species. Health and/or Pharmaceutical Studies. The Department of Health Studies is prepared for the challenge of equipping their students with research skills and expertise in the field of health and pharmaceutical studies. The UNESCO Unisa Africa Chair in Nanoscience and Nanotechnology is leading the international research into the nano-delivery of medicinal drugs, including African herbal medicine. The College of Law offers an elective undergraduate model on medical law. Feminist, Womanist, Busadi Theorizations. In the College of Human Sciences, the Institute for Gender Studies, the College of Education and the Graduate School of Business all contribute to the interdisciplinary research into eliminating gender-based violence, homophobia and transphobia, and discrimination against women in the workplace and the political arena. The Institute also uses education about gender as an effective way to achieve gender equality and the empowerment of women. Student support and co-curricular activities. Unisa is uniquely placed to offer creative and radically innovative ways of enhancing student support. Unisa's College of Graduate Studies has developed a whole range of training programs to assist and encourage students. The Advocacy and Resource Center for Students with Disabilities promotes the principle of access for success, and the Student Development Division provides students with social support and leadership development services. These niche areas find expression in the rich tapestry of our disciplines included in the College of Accounting Sciences, Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, Economic and Management Sciences, Education, Graduate Studies, Human Sciences, Law, Science, Engineering and Technology, the Graduate School of Business Leadership, and the Thabo Mbeki School of Public and International Affairs. As a comprehensive open-distance e-learning institution, Unisa is recognized as a serious player in research globally. From publication and journal output to the number of master's and doctoral graduates, we are moving forwards and upwards. Unisa has made substantial progress in research and innovation, as evidenced by several external and credible scientific ranking systems, with the latest ones, the 2023 Webometrics and Shanghai rankings, placing us in the top 10 universities in the country. As Africa's leading open-distance e-learning university, we can reflect with great pride on the past 150 years of transformational education, and we are confident in our ability to succeed and become a truly high-performance university as we define tomorrow.
Whatever the setback.
The University of South Africa prides itself for being the African university, shaping futures in the service of humanity. We congratulate all our students for having walked this journey with us. And today, we celebrate you for having successfully completed your qualifications. To you we say, halala. To all our graduates and diplomandi in this ceremony, please pay attention to the following instructions. For degree qualifications, a graduations officer will signal degree candidates to rise and approach the stage. You will need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand with your hood already draped over your shoulders. One of the official photography officers will take the yellow photography card from you. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up onto the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand in your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. You will then proceed towards the chancellor, vice chancellor or acting vice chancellor and kneel with your right knee on the stool. At this point, your degree will be conferred. You will then proceed to the next official who will congratulate you by shaking your hand. Continue towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Turn and face the audience and remember to stand on the mat with feet markers in front of the registrar and smile for the camera. A second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table at the far right to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. For postgraduate and undergraduate diploma candidates, you will also be wearing your hoods before entering the hall. You will be signaled by a graduations officer to rise and approach the stage. You need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up to the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. Proceed towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Stop in front of the registrar and stand on the mat with feet markers. Turn and face the audience. Your second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table on the far right of the stage to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. We hope that you will enjoy this occasion. The University of South Africa prides itself for being the African university, shaping futures in the service of humanity. We congratulate all our students for having walked this journey with us. And today, we celebrate you for having successfully completed your qualifications. To you we say, halala. To all our graduates and diplomandi in this ceremony, please pay attention to the following instructions. For degree qualifications, a graduations officer will signal degree candidates to rise and approach the stage. You will need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand with your hood already draped over your shoulders. One of the official photography officers will take the yellow photography card from you. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up onto the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand in your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. You will then proceed towards the chancellor, vice chancellor or acting vice chancellor and kneel with your right knee on the stool. At this point, your degree will be conferred. You will then proceed to the next official who will congratulate you by shaking your hand. Continue towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Turn and face the audience and remember to stand on the mat with feet markers in front of the registrar and smile for the camera. A second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table at the far right to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. For postgraduate and undergraduate diploma candidates, you will also be wearing your hoods before entering the hall. You will be signaled by a graduations officer to rise and approach the stage. You need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up to the stage.
by virtue of the powers vested in me as Acting Vice.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, Prof. Motsa Marikane, Unisa Council members, Management Committee, Extended Management Committee, members of staff, parents, esteemed guests, and of course our dear graduates. It is a joy and an honor for me to address you. Today is not just a ceremony, it's a milestone achieved. I commend you on your hard work and dedication on reaching this tremendous achievement. Nelson Mandela said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." It is therefore important to remember that education does not stop at graduation. I encourage each of you to continue learning and developing skills, to keep up to date with worldwide matters, and to search for new knowledge and viewpoints. Use your education to make a difference. Take, for example, our former President Nelson Mandela. His education was essential in influencing his efforts to promote social change and justice. He inspired millions globally and was seen as a beacon of hope and strength, especially for his dedication to his belief that all people should be treated equally. Educating our children was extremely important to Mandela. He said, "We can only make a better life for all South Africans if our young people get the skills and the training that we need to make our economy grow and our democracy work." That is why our new education policy makes general education compulsory for all children. If our education system is to produce capable, skilled, and empowered people who can turn South Africa into the just and prosperous nation of our dreams, we must first overcome the years of neglect which left most of our children without proper facilities for their education. Close quote. Nelson Mandela used his legal expertise and his education to open the first black law firm in South Africa with Oliver Tambo in 1952 and gave affordable legal representation to black South Africans. He also founded the Nelson Mandela Institute for Education and Rural Development to continue his legacy with work in education and rural development. The Nelson Mandela Institute is working in collaboration with rural schools and the communities to honour and continue Madiba's promise that education is the most powerful weapon to change the world. Similarly, Wangari Maathai from Kenya was the first African woman to win the Nobel Peace Prize. She used her education and her passion for the environment to establish the Green Belt movement, which focused on tree planting, environmental conservation, and women's rights. She said, that you can't do it alone. It's teamwork. When you do it alone, you run the risk that when you are no longer there, nobody else will do it. This is a very powerful statement, and it just shows the importance of people and communities working together. Together as a society, we can make a difference. It is a fact that we won't make such big changes in the world. However, we can all make changes, no matter how small. Help someone who is struggling. Use your education to help a community or help a community member. And remember to always show kindness. You have taken the time to attain your education. Now is the time to go out into the world and use that education.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Peter Emeka Nwafo the degree of Doctor of Laws.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Laws on Peter Emeka Nwafo.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Thokozile Mara for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. The candidate supervisor was Professor W.F.M. Late, and it is now my privilege to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree. In her thesis entitled Understanding the Impact of Organizational Design on Organizational Effectiveness and Employee Engagement in a Corrections Environment, she is achieving the aims of the Correctional Services Act 111 of 1998 through different correctional strategies, depending on the several factors. In her thesis entitled Understanding the Impact of Organizational Design on Organizational Effectiveness and Employee Engagement in a Corrections Environment, she uses a mixed method study and multidisciplinary research to explore whether organizational design, organizational effectiveness, and employee management have a universal model. Of significance is the application of such a universal model. Her findings demonstrate there is no universal model. While existing models don't meet complexity requirements, she makes a valuable contribution to the body of science in general and the criminal justice system in particular on how organizational design can achieve organizational effectiveness. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Thokozile Mara the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Thokozile Mara. Congratulations.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Mokata Johannes Nkwana for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request his supervisor, Dr. Leboham Murodi, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In his thesis entitled An Assessment of Security Measures at the State Hospitals in Gauteng, South Africa, he investigates the effectiveness and deficiencies of security measures currently implemented at 5 state hospitals by using a mix of quantitative and qualitative data collection instruments. He identifies significant impediments to the implementation of the safety and security measures at state hospitals that prevent them from being wholly compliant with the Control of Access to Public Premises and Vehicle Act No. 53 of 1985. Using rigorous data analysis mechanism and oriented to the empirical findings obtained, he proposes an integrated security system for the improvement of the safety of human and material resources in state hospitals in Gauteng. This thesis makes a valuable contribution to security studies and related discipline.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Mokata Johannes Nkwana the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Mokata Johannes Nkwana.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the doctor that has just gone through your site is actually the member of staff. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Maimele Pete Sechabe for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request his supervisor, Dr. A.C. Mazivandila, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In his thesis entitled An Exploration of the Management of Murder Crime Scene by the First Police Responders in Gauteng Province, he expressed the view that the proper processing of crime scene is a prerequisite for successfully solving criminal cases. In this study, he unpacked the challenges encountered by the first police responder at murder crime scenes. The purpose of this study was to close the knowledge gap on the processing of murder crime scenes, to enhance the management of such scenes. The most significant contribution of this research was the development of a model that can be used by the South African Police Service in the management of murder crime scenes.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Maimele Pete Sechabe the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Maimele Pete Sechabe. Congratulations. Well done.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Christopher Yahoo Diwodo for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request his supervisor, Professor P.J. Herlal, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In his thesis entitled Teachers' Perception on the use of learner-centered pedagogies for teaching in basic schools in Hohoe, Ghana, he utilizes a mixed method approach to gain a comprehensive understanding of the issues under study. Findings indicate that teachers generally held positive views on learner-centered pedagogical approaches. Nevertheless, they faced challenges such as resource constraints, unwillingness of some students to work in groups, large classroom size, unfamiliarity with some of the approaches, limited experience, as well as curriculum segregation. The study recommends that educational stakeholders provide necessary support to facilitate learner-centered pedagogies in teaching.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Christopher Yao Diwodo the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Christopher Yao Diwodo. Congratulations.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Edwin Kubani Masaila for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request his supervisor, Professor M.M. Poshoko, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In his thesis entitled Exploring Multifaceted Determinants of Underperformance in Mathematics Education, a comprehensive study at a college in Newcastle, KwaZulu-Natal, he examined factors leading to poor mathematics performance. Utilizing a bricolage theoretical framework, the study employed a sequential explanatory mixed method design by integrating factor analysis and structural equation modeling with quantitative methods. And the study found that beliefs, attitudes, motivation, lecturer expertise, emotional and institutional challenges significantly influence students' academic outcomes. Recommendations from the study include curriculum restructuring, teacher training, and the fostering of academic self-efficacy.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Edwin Kubani Masaila the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Edwin Kubani Masaila.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Aziz Busayo Kehinde for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request his supervisor, Prof. H.M. van der Poel, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In his thesis entitled An Environmental Management Accounting Information Framework for Greener Decision-Making in the Petroleum Industry, the case of Nigeria, he employed mixed methods to gather and analyze data. He explored environmental management accounting practices, EMAPs, that provide environmental information for greener decision-making. Aziz investigated whether the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation's management accounting system provides valuable environmental information required for greener decision-making. Furthermore, he examined the effectiveness of environmental regulations and sustainability in the Nigerian petroleum industry. He developed a framework for the provision of adequate environmental information through EMAPs for greener decision-making, thereby making a valuable contribution to practice, knowledge and literature by evidencing that EMAPs can assist the Nigerian petroleum industry to make greener decisions.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Aziz Busayo Kehinde the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Aziz Busayo Kehinde. Congratulations.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Lindokuhle Bafana Gift Manuel for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request his supervisor, Prof. L.J. Erasmus, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In his thesis entitled A Sustainable Differentiated Funding Model for District Municipalities in the Republic of South Africa, he aimed to present a suitable funding model for district municipalities. Secondary data obtained from annual financial statements were analyzed using panel data analysis techniques, and primary data obtained from selected municipal officials were analyzed by means of inductive content analysis and multiple correspondence analysis. A funding model that differentiates between the categories of district municipalities was proposed to aid these municipalities in meeting the relevant legal requirements and advancing the National Development Plan 2030.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Lindokuhle Bafana Gift Manuel the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Lindokuhle Bafana Gift Manuel. Well done.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Sikutali Thomas Nyanginzimbi for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request his supervisor, Prof. G.P. Kutsie, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
his thesis entitled A Risk Culture Maturity Framework for South African Higher Education Sector, Sikutali obtains the perceptions of middle management, senior management and other experts in the field of higher education regarding the integration of enterprise risk management, strategic management, institutional culture and the external environment. Tapping into a mixed method approach and following a case study design using 6 higher education institutions, he develops a risk culture maturity framework. The framework comprises 5 levels of maturity, 3 main areas, 10 themes and 13 sub-themes. The framework contributes to the scholarly body of knowledge and the sector in general, since no other comprehensive framework exists to guide higher education institutions in the area of risk management, or risk culture maturity.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Sikutali Thomas Nyanginzimbi the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Sikutali Thomas Nyanginzimbi.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Master of Education. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, Nogutula Fairhope Dlamini receives the degree with distinction. Dorcas Catherine Mokope.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Master of Accounting Sciences. Bruce Dube. Malitsema Rachel Sekoto, she's also one of the staff members. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Master of Philosophy. She is also one of our staff members. In the School of Applied Accountancy, Busisiwe Huma.
Mashupiani Pule Masha, he's also one of our staff members.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Melashni Padayaki receives the degree of Master of Laws. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Master of Arts. Maki Maria Dikete. Pindile Meka Ngobo. Mbote Moses Setona.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Education. Sposake Dlomo receives the degree with distinction. Catherine Makiti. Another one, Zinoguhle Mangete, degree obtained with distinction. Elvis Mate Mutemani. Precious Elena Nhlapo. Bongekile Mpilo Ngumalo. Masodi Rosina Peto. Senamile Zulu. Motsatsing Sylvia Mtimkulu. Precious Zandile Musetle.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Accounting Sciences. Lynn Marcella Paul Augustine. Kudzai Chikasa. Louis Lucas Johannes Kutsia. Lantia Annalise Davids. Lizenza de Klerk. Togo Lina Tikoko. Nicoline Hubert. Manisi Harold Makhacha. Cyril Makayingi. Zakele Isaac Mbele. Thank you. Christina Mabalang Mutapo. Lihlogonolo Palisa Mpili. Funzo Violet Mutavanzindi. Ramokolo Linda Nkogase. Zukiswa Nkomo. Moli Khabaikawin Ntuli. Temba Nelson Sibanyun. Natasha Verwerk.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Laws. Thank you, Nicole, Dominic, Augustine. Ramasela Patia Babajide. Sibongile Baloi. Letlohonolo Besimbo Khatu. Sanja Protha. Malebo Butulu. Magnon Bera. Risile Chauke. Runzani Petunia Davana. Job Saint Dikali. Caroline Tebuchen Dlamini. Matimo Fantene. Millicent Keshomu. Kristen Nash Govenda. Lungile Hope Kumede. Elise Bridget Hans. Odi Achilles Junior Hendricks. Omodolapo Idou. Chesenia Shirnez Jeher. Graham Hulet Sala Johnson. Natasha Lynette Joubert. Chiesa Lorraine Kaseke. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor. Belinda Mabatu Khokong receives a degree with distinction. Adelaide Moleboge Khomo. Vuletsani Ashley Karusha. Patricia Kosa. Nomathemba Elvina Kuboni. Ahmed Anas Lambat. Barent Madiha Lidiha. Isabella Mantabane Lehapa. Bangle Kalakala. Angela Maria Leroux. Sepang Lisiba. Jackie Makiba Letswalo. Mweketi Johannes Lechotla. Amanda Ludonga. Mavis Victoria Devi Lukele. David Pasimane Makwe. Lerato Megi Maletlo Honolo Mabi. Katlego Stefina Mabena. Tato Madutlela. Even Jensen Margri. Tandeka Isabel Matlangu. Swangile Kate Maine. Lisi Lebohan Majadi Bodu. Barileng Makama. Ruth Sipiwe Ulibile Makubela. Siamo Hope Malebie. Katlego Sydney Chipane Malefatlo. Mikateko Comfort Maluleke. Sinyatsing Soli Mamatsele. Mpilo Entle Evidence Mangwani. Karabo Bitumelo Mapanga. Patrick Diki Marievek. Sifiso Masango. Nyeko Mashele. Samgelisiwe Pokasi Machiane. Kenanao Christopher Mashupe. Azundini Lutendo Masura. Nume Matabola. Felicity Mudibu Lesego Matau. Alice Raiseja Matole. Bopi Hendrik Matlala. Teboho Kau Matlala. Paul Mpo Matona. Richile Samuel Mpeyana. Lethohonolo Mfisa. Sup Mhlanga. Google tools PUA patients Mia. Chamin Rifilwe Mkonazi. Jacob Siaokani Mekwa. Thabo Mufokeng. Mantapeng Mary Mokhale. Buipilos Bugani Muchiwa. Rimufile Adoration Mokhatlatsang. Isaac Mukwena. Motebore Now Mukoka. Amokhela Mukonyane. Tabile Manyan. Tabile Molaluchi. Silaelo Olga Molauti. Rose Eto Mulekwa. Bonolo Morongwe Imokeng Moloisane. Tapelo Edi Munabe. Sepo Rogers Munisi. Puti Promise Munyamani. Edgar Musutu, Mandi Kineilwe Mutoi, Mamuketi Esmeralda Mutienyani, Conroy Menzi Moyo, Agatha Numfula Mputi, Kanyisile Somukelo Msimanga, Shamalani Patience Msimeki, Bongani David Msisa, Ephraim Panuel Mtamdanda, Cynthia Lungile Mchali, Libuani Gilbert Mukwagwa, Munangwa Munyai, Shene Muns, Fumani Mutileni, Jamila Hajira Naiko, Vunene Ndlovu, Silindokuhle Ntombisizile Samantha Mdinisa, Nondumiso Nobile Ndlovu, Susanna Nani Juliet Ndo, Nice Nzamba, Kolani Nene, Vini Joseph Ngobeni, Kabelo Lincoln Ngwane, Mojaji Dina Yonkwana. Michelle Peggy Nkolela. Marie Queen Zigang Onyani. Muthuri Nicholas Nkuna. Antleti Masiko Amen Nuku. Nombuso Larchen Tuli. Toliswa Mandi Numalo. Helgat Toby Geisper Olwage. Griselda Parafala. Komoto Owen Peha. Moabi Abednego Piti. Nosipo Twesha. Sehopato Sonum Pose Rabotata. Maria Ntlantla Ramila. Joel Rapala. Lucia Ratopola. Samea Fenza Sambo. Itumele Nsitle. Joshua Victor Chata. Alec Jack Shingange. Vuyani Shingange. Tebatso Shokani. Kukule Tu Gloris Itole. David Ditaba Siwa, Valerie N. Slavert, Irma Stichers, Dimpo Hunse Tape, Russell Darwin Zangape Tipa, Bongani Tibane, Ngeletseng Sylvia Titipana, re gumuritse ke filwe Tlhapane, Neo Samuel Twaeli, Deborah Tsepe, Mbo Daisy Tsitsi, Bongani Elfias Twala, Elton van der Merwe, Humbulani Richard Swetsi, Mutlanalo Jeffrey Simbani, Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Non-Dumiso Tenjiwe Churike Kunu, Kotato Godfrey Chauke, Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Leandri Dutoit receives a degree with distinction. Karabo Chamen Tahane, Fuvaho Livebe, Moses Mangalani Mabaso, Buhle Matlangu, Rachel Letlohonolo Maluleka, Makeketela Ifan Mamabolo, Madam Acting Vice Chancellor. Kaukelo Mangakwana receives a degree with distinction. Kotato Prince Mariri, Mbali Rose Machiso, Vuenti Milang Regenia Matobela, Wandiswa Nkansimulo Masibuko, Nontlantla Mbonyana, Khupang Pia Musipili, Tabo Ronald Mutabi, Itumeleng Gladys Mutlou, Naledi Mpudiyane, Makondelele Lawrence Mulauzi, Kasi Goodness Mzilinkanta, Mohau Obi Ndlovu, Shenge Kolani Ndlovu, Melda Ngwana Makwetla Nyati, Amanda Jesse Khadebe, Hallelujah. Amukelani Calvin Sitole, Nicolene Dr. Skosana. Rofiwa Tangwane. Jabulile Precious Chabalala. Tia Matiliso Chabalala. Kiera Morgan Tucker. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Luisa Tlansina Ntwaleng Manyala. Tato Mope. Kobani Nkomo. Bonile Johanna Stokwe.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the diploma candidates will now be introduced to you. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Kirana Morar receives the postgraduate diploma in the College of Accounting Sciences.
Madam Acting Chancellor, the following candidates received the postgraduate diploma in College of Education. Thapelo Nyoni.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the diploma in the College of Law. Susiso Surprise Kutumela. Patakuru Calvin Lenza. Angela Mabona, Katleho Johanna Mabuya, Don Lisa Faith Matilda McMean, Dikeledi Mamuya Habo Mafata, Toreka Nelsia Majola, Rusani Makakafula, Kwati Ben Makita, Solopelo Gelima Luleka, Litiba Michael Musekwa, Michael Mtantla Masilela, Non Buduzi Masilela, Talita Ntombi Mhlongo, Kineile Thanksgiving Mujela, Onalena Mukhujwa, Anisa Mukwena, Teboho Muloto, Lina Amelia Muntani, Oratile Morroque, Tembilike Kutwano Umpile Muta, Kosi Imang Tumele Mutankani, Ndalamo Julia Murati, Vubozi Tinani Ngobeni, Kamogelo Nkomo, Lindokuhle Lihle Nkosi, Lihle Yolisas Nsaluba, Siamo Perseverance Nyembe, Karabo Paho, Molebogeng Maseri Paho, Tlakuri Ronald Pilu, Mukhetwa Kabelo Rabiba, Mogase Fortunate Chabe. Kolopelo Clarice Fiti. Linde kuhle Cebisile Thola. Simpiwe Benedict Vukela.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the diploma in the College of Accounting Sciences. Zenith Nomfundo Dlamini. Ntabiseng Felicia Make. Aleta Moloko Maapola. Given Munama. Bongiwe Nkabinde. Hudson Siabonga Nyambi. Kutwanu Maisiso Precious Pale. Desiree Mpo Ratloho.
done.
We in the tradition of theatre know that sometimes the play takes its own course and goes on autopilot. You see, Prof. Kule, I told you that PVL is not. It's not a stumbling block. We saw the private lawyers, experts, going through. But many people were very excited when the advocates and lawyers were passing, going through. But when the accountants, when the people were scared because of investigations and this and that and audits, and then the House tempered down when the philosophers, the knowers, came through. Let me start off by saying that to the honorable doctors of the University of South Africa, welcome aboard the community of scholars. We're very proud of you. It's an honor, not just for you, but for us as a university and for us as a country, and for those who are sitting behind you because they're coming here. Thank you very much. I hugged one doctor today, only one, and I want to explain why I hugged him. We used to work together. Our offices were in OR Tambo building. And every time I met him in the lift, I used to say to him, as an African, I feel very proud when I think about your surname, because it tells me that the African people were ironsmiths. The African people were welders. We had iron some time ago, and besikade sinyanga insimbi sinyanga sibhekisa le nale. Sorry, I had to say this. Really, it affirms me when I see our names telling us about the skills that we had as the Africans. And we can still go back to those, I believe. Because you have danced and you have waved your certificates, I'm not going to ask you to do that. I'm going to say that on behalf of the University Council, on behalf of the Vice-Chancellor of the University of South Africa, Prof. Buleng Kabule, management, and all the staff members, we are very honored to have had you as our students. The journey was not easy, but you persevered. Sometimes you felt you were pushing yourself without the presence of the teacher. We were there, really. The material that you were reading came from us. We are happy today that you have entered this door of a professional, qualified, holding a certificate that is embossed in a seal that is original. It is not fake. This is why we have been here for 151 years. Well, this is the first year after the 150. This is why this university has given birth to all the universities around, including, if you didn't know, the University of Botswana, Lesotho, and Swaziland, which, yes, it came from here. We are proud of what we have as a university, and it's a legacy that we want to hold dear. As you go out as our ambassadors, we believe that you can look for a job and find it.
But in the event that you don't find it, you have more than it takes in you to find a way to have gainful employment. Reason I'm saying this is that we live in a world that has changed so dramatically. They call it 4IR in the Western sense, but in the African sense, I think it's the 17th revolution. This moment accords you the opportunity to pick and blend and create a living. As a university, we're forever there for you. And I want to quickly go to just the last portion of my congratulatory remarks and give you words of wisdom. There is a very renowned African knowledge leader by the name of Wole Soyinka. In one of his quips, he says, "The man dies in those who keep silent in the face of tyranny." Speak up. Speak out. Because if you don't, that inner person in you will die in the face of injustice. There's also Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who titled his last sermon before his assassination, "Sleeping Through the Revolution." You can go to YouTube and listen to that sermon. It is very moving. But the essence of the sermon is that it is very easy for us to just sit back and say, nothing is happening. And yet, a great revolution is happening around you. Look for it. Look for the revolution and don't be left behind like Rip van Winkle, whom he preaches about. The next point is a point I learned my first, about 18 years of my life, I spent living in a kingdom that had a king, a very revered king, because he was older than almost all of us. And we so feared the king that you would not even walk in front of him. It was scary. He had that aura. But the tradition of these people, Emaswati, is that sometimes the king comes down from the podium and sits under the mkiwa tree. And there is a moment to critique and criticize him without fear of punishment. As the Imbongi starts praising, he doesn't disturb them because they are actually critiquing his management style. Those are not praises. That is a mirror of how he is managing or mismanaging the affairs of state. When he comes to the mkiwa tree, we are told that one man, very lowly man, said, "Your Majesty, sit down, you're out of order." And he said, "Oh, you're better. Am I out of order? Oh, okay. Apologies. Let me sit down." One strong man told me that I was out of order. Others were gripped in fear, thinking that this is the end for the man, but he called him aside and said, "Thank you. Thank you for pointing out a weakness in me. I will mend it." When your fellow staff members point out something in you that is not going right, sit and listen and mend your ways. Because these traditional epithets, these traditional experiences, these traditional modes of governance are there to build us. I am asking you not to abuse your office, whatever it is. Listen, think, and also sift out those malicious comments. They will always be there. We are proud of you. You are a cadre of scholars that we can unleash anywhere in the world, in the 130 countries where we have students. as a University of South Africa. We honor you. Congratulations. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, now that you have graduated, you have become part of the Unisa alumni. You are now part of that illustrious circle of excellence. Your responsibility is to contribute, to help define tomorrow, help assist those students who may not have the funds to proceed. This is why we encourage you to actually donate to the Unisa Bursary Fund. You can go to the platform www.unisa.ac.za and look for the button where it says donate. But also we encourage the students, the former students of the University of South Africa, to become tutors in our university. Please look out for that. We need that skill. If you are not encouraged to do that, we also want to advise those that are not wearing a red gown to continue their lifelong journey in the College of Graduate Studies, so you can have the next degree up until you wear the red gown. We are very happy to have you, ladies and gentlemen, and congratulations again. Ladies and gentlemen, after this announcement that I will make just now, I would like you to rise for the singing of the national anthem, the words of which can be found on page 25 of your programs. Please remain standing after the anthem to enable me to dissolve the congregation. You are also requested to remain standing while the academic procession leaves the hall. Thank you. By virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I dissolve this congregation of the University of South Africa.